Look at me, 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 look at me now. Fuck, are you kidding me? All of my...
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man. But as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he eyes very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. All right, here he is. For my money, might be the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 233 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Bazooka. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Busan, South Korea.
All right, get through the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of round 1. I can tell how excited you are for this matchup. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but maybe not.
This is a big-time fight. It feels like a big moment for both of these guys' careers. Who is going to be able to implement their game plan the best in this matchup between these two big-time athletes?
Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments.
Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Sound defensively blocks the shot.
Big head kick lands. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, Superman punch. Wow. Lands a glancing right hand upstairs.
Oh, man, he lands another punch to the head.
They continue to exchange. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish.
Oh, wow, those leg kicks are already taking effect.
Oh! And they separate.
Nice looping punch.
Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume. And his student has certainly followed up on that imperative.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable.
All right, so he lands a jab there. Pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind your jab. Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab. What a punch.
Big power shots landing. Well, the leg kicks have been a big storyline in this one, and there's another one. So he continues to slow his opponent down, and nice poker face on the other side. I'm not sure how many more he can take.
He won't be able to take many more. Think about Edson Barboza, how he lands those beautiful leg kicks, no wind-up, so fast. Eventually, guys get stopped from taking too many. This seems to be the path that he is wanting to take tonight in this fight.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked.
Oh, man, head kick lands.
Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes him stop throwing. Punch over the top.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Nice kick.
Connects with the right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man.
Superman punch.
Oh, good head movement there. Nice slip. Just misses with that one.
Beautiful leg kick throw.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Missed with that attempt. All right, single collar tie now. Overhand left.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. He's very tricky when he throws that body.
All right, that horn marks the end of the round. There was a lot to like really on both sides, but particularly that Superman punch, an absolute thing of beauty.
Beautiful attack. Her ability to let loose in the octagon is truly a sight to behold. Not many people are willing to try something so risky.
All right, round two is now upon us. Pretty competitive first 5 minutes, I thought.
It's exactly what we expected. We expected when we saw this on the match sheet that these two guys would even the match. Let's see who really takes control as we go into the second round. Nice strike. Leg kick.
Yeah, he fixed it all up.
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
There's no give on that leg kick.
just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Big punch land.
Nice 1-2 combination there. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it? Just misses with the right hook. His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit. Oh, Superman punch is true. Oh, big uppercut there. Didn't get the knockdown, but that is a significant strike.
A very significant strike. And now his opponent may start to drop the hands to block the uppercut, so look for him to throw something else now up top.
Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it.
Big kick lands.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off. Great punch.
Oh, a huge block there.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Looping left hand misses the target. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Beautiful right hook counter.
Good punch.
Oh, Superman punch is good. You can tell he's been working on that. Choi's got the tie clinch. Let's see what he can do.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Just out of range with that right hand. Strong defense there to block the shot. Well, no surprises. He connects once again, and that looked like it landed right on that cut.
Right on the cut, and he's targeting it, right? He's looking. You can see him almost putting a laser beam on that cut and just putting his hands on it. It doesn't take much. He just keep making it split, showing his opponent that he has no mercy. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? I mean, that right hand landed square.
Massive head kick. Oh, Superman punch is good. Lands flush with that right hand. Oh, he's feeling it now. Nice combination there by Choi. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Look at the force behind that leg kick. Beautiful strike.
Oh, he lands the Superman punch. Back and forth we go. And he lands right there. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. You take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. Nice leg kick.
Oh! Oh! All right, there's the end of the round, and you've got to be in a serious flow to not just execute that Superman punch, but to even attempt it.
To even try it, you got to be really in your rhythm. Everything has to be going perfectly, as we saw in the lead up to that attack.
Well, what a round it was. Daniel Cormier, you are one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time. I'm not sure you can do a Superman punch like that, though.
With my luck, I would try to push off, and my foot would be slippery, wet or something. I would fall right into a knee. No, I would not try that. I don't have that ability. I'm not that free inside the octagon.
Third round underway. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that.
Switching stances here.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Oh, that's a good strike there by Choi.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. That right thigh really starting to show some bruising. Visibly limping here. Top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Slips the shot. Got the single collar tie.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Big leg kick land.
Just over. Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his arm.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Nice punch lands.
That one is going to end the fight.
Yep.
That was a thudding leg kick.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Nicely done there to keep his hands up and block that strike. He's got to protect that cut if he wants to keep the doctor out of it.
He's got to protect the cut, John, but he's also got to be very aware because if he's got a smart opponent's going to start finding the body now because he knows the hands are really high to try to protect that cut.
Slips the punch.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, collar tie.
Loaded up on that right hand, too.
Beautiful punch.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Punch is blocked. Just out of range with that left hook.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Oh, Superman punch. Well, they've made all the right reads here tonight, and there's another one. Beautiful read on the leg strike as he catches it and then returns fire with a punch of his own. So they have got the timing down here at this point of the fight. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him, but this is really big. Oh, big diving punch to the head.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape. He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finisher position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go.
Getting tighter. control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up, get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any sign. Right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
Choi's kick to the body, that one blocked by the defense. Oh, he counters with a beautiful jab to the head. We told you off the top he's got a decided advantage in reach, and he put it to good use there.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are gonna count. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit.
Big kick lands.
Oh!
He didn't like that left hand. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Again, but he looks like he's compromised. Oh! He's out!
He's done, he's done!
Pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Well, what a moment for him here tonight. A huge knockout on one of the sport's biggest stages. That is one they'll be talking about for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bazooka!
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it